What's up guys, Steven here again for another video shave. This one is not really going to be different from the last one in terms of the stuff I'm using, but much has changed in the world in the last week. I guess I'll start with small stuff. The razor business is going well. I am definitely not hurting for work. In addition to all of the customer razors I have coming in every day, I have probably 50 to 60 restoration razors that are waiting for me to get to them. It has been exactly 125 days since I quit drinking the alcohol, and according to the scale this morning, I have lost 27 pounds in 125 days, doing nothing different except not drinking alcohol. So like, still eating total shitty food that I would eat when I was drunk. Pizza, burgers, chocolate, candy, chips, just fast food almost every day. But I went back to the grocery store this week for the first time in a while to start doing groceries again, because it's expensive to eat fast food every day. It really is. But the biggest thing that's going on is that I hinted at this before, but after some time of looking, I have finally found a new job. I mean, I still have my old job, but I've been interviewing around, and I got an offer yesterday and accepted it. So today I have to do my second least favorite thing in the world. Least favorite, probably doing breakups, and second least favorite is quitting jobs. So not looking forward to that. I'm terrible at confrontation, unless it's like road rage. I'm really good at that. Or like, yeah, mostly road rage. Pretty much all the confrontation I do, unless it's on the internet. So see how that goes, I guess. But I'll start in 2 weeks at this new company, doing the kind of work that I want to be doing, really. Oh yeah, the other small thing I forgot to mention, got a haircut, obviously. But new position is at a up-and-coming startup, so it's really cool. And oops, I forgot. I have 2 places on my face that are going to cause me trouble today, and I just hit one of them. This was acne, and I just cut it open, and I have ingrown hair down here that I'm probably going to cut open too. It doesn't hurt or anything, it's just that when you cut it open, it delays the healing process, and then you just keep cutting it open every time you shave, unless you remember to shave around it. And I don't, obviously. But, new position, 23% pay increase. Not too shabby. I talk to people where I work, and they say, you know, why would I want to change jobs? I like where I'm at. But the thing is, I think the average salary increase for salaried people in the professional world these days is something like 1.5%. And you don't get any kind of meaningful bump up if you stay where you're at. I've known friends to change jobs and get 100% salary increases. They double what they're making just by changing jobs. And they're not ending up in a worse position, it's a better position. So unless you love what you're doing, why would you ever be content to stay in the same place? I mean, I'm reminded of, for those of you that watch The Office, there's an episode in season 2 called, I think it's season 2, called Halloween, where Dwight dresses as a Sith Lord and has the opportunity to change jobs. And he basically says, you know, he's the most loyal person there, and he's going to go where loyalty is valued most. Which is obviously kind of a joke, because the whole point of loyalty is that you stick around no matter what. But for that to work, there's really got to be incentive. So anyway, definitely could not sleep last night because I've been so terrified about this, because I hate the confrontation. So I've always been the kind of type like, what could I do to get you to break up with me, rather than me having to go through all this painful motion. So, still using all the same double-edge shaving stuff. The Sterling soap, the Edwin Jagger pre-shave, the MR1 Maggard razor. Today I have an Astra blade, which this is the third shave with it, so it's still cutting quite nicely. Oh yeah, okay. Now's a good time to do this. So I'm giving away a straight razor. It's not a traditional one. It used to be, but it was damaged at some point in its life. It's probably close to 100 years old. From a very, very reputable razor manufacturer called J.R. Torrey. They're very popular. Every time I get one, they, you know, don't last. But this one I had to do some reparative work on it. It had basically on the blade, it had a chip or crack in the toe, which is the point up here, and the heel, which is back here. Which means only the middle part of the razor was usable. So what I've done, and I'm not going to show it in this video, I'm just announcing the giveaway in this video. But what I've done is chopped off, rounded out the areas where it wasn't any good, and made it so it's usable again. And I have it set in an exotic wood, which is normally quite expensive, but this was a scrap piece that I had that I can't use for anything else. And the razor, in a sense, is kind of a scrap razor that I can't use for anything else, so it works kind of nicely. So I'm going to give this away, but I can't decide how to give it away. So I was going to see if people watching this could give their input on how to best do a straight razor giveaway. It'll only be for people on YouTube and Reddit. And pretty much everybody that watches this video either comes from Reddit or already subscribes to me on YouTube. So, if you can think of a good criteria, I don't want it to be like entirely random, but random is good, you know? Like, it shouldn't be like you can buy your way into it, because that defeats the purpose. I mean, it's just for fun, right? So it doesn't really, like, there shouldn't be a lot on the line here. It's a really cool razor though, and their steel is very, very well regarded. But I think it's called like a stubby. The blade will only be like that long, and it has a barber's notch on one side and on the other side, so it looks kind of like a little battle axe. And I set it, the scales are miniature sized, so it doesn't, you know, the handle's not too big and bulky. So it looks pretty cool. But yeah, if you guys can help me think of a good way to get that razor away, that would be fantastic. I used to give a lot of things away, but it was all like pretty much completely random. Or I had a couple contests for like artistic contests, so that could be cool. Like maybe create a logo for my Etsy shop or something. Because I just have the little Steven dog right now. Man, I'm getting some bad razor burn today. Definitely need to be washing my face better at night. You can see these bumps. Really sucks. Anyway, that's what's going on with me. So, at this point, I'll probably start doing straight razor shaves only on videos. And I want to show a different one each time. It'll be a restored one that I've done, and I'll be testing it on camera basically to kind of prove to myself that it works, but also to show, you know, that the things I make are effective. But I've been kind of falling out of the practice, and my technique is suffering, and I definitely don't want to lose the technique. Here, I'm dabbing my face, not wiping it. The alum block's gonna suck today because of the cuts and the razor burn. So far, so good. This part on the chin's gonna suck. And that ingrown hair, just like I thought it would, pretty shitty. See, ended up with a cut today. Didn't even shave with a straight razor. I don't like to go to work with razor cuts, which happens sometimes. So if this giveaway goes well, I'll give away some proper straight razors that are not heavily modified. But this one, I just don't, you know, there's such a limited market for selling it. And I don't know what would even be a fair price to sell it for, because I had basically just decided to throw it out, right? Because I had not yet learned how to repair them. And by learned how to repair them, I mean sat down with a Dremel and fucked around with 3 of them until I came out with some decent shapes. I had had a lot of luck with it. I just sold one yesterday that I repaired. It was beautiful. I should have kept it. I'll probably never see another one like it. Yeah, so aftershave's going on. I guess that means the video's over. Home alone. Thanks for watching, listening to me ramble. Curious to see how long this one lasted. Last shave was about 13 minutes, which I think is pretty good. Straight razor shave will take even much longer than that. If you have anything that you'd like to see in particular, like a certain grind or width of straight razor, I have pretty much everything right now to choose from. I do have a couple Spanish and French points I can use too, which is pretty exciting. And I have a custom made razor on the way from a Redditor. Custom made. It's a regrind of a gold dollar, but he ground it exactly the way I wanted it, which was really nice of him. So I sent him another one. So yeah, I'm rambling again. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time.